Yeah, this one is one of those ones. It can be considered a cost of business. It's really a good time to mention that the same thing that we said in the last episode is that you cannot optimize things without knowing what they are, right? But GetMetricData is one where companies that provide you with information about your AWS environments, I'm looking at things like Cloud Health, New Relic, Datadog, all of these products work in similar ways where they have a role. It's a limited role that they can read some of your metrics out of AWS, typically CloudWatch, to find out, for example, if you're using your instances properly, how many requests you had on your database, or useful information. It's really good. To try to get more real time, they scan your account really regularly, and that can be up to them every minute or maybe more. I'm not sure where they're at these days, but what ends up happening is that you pay for not only their software, but you also pay for the API requests they're making in your account. And yes, it's very important to know when your system's going down. It is a good cost of business, and I think it's reasonable. But there are some situations where, for example, in a dev account that's got lots of resources, you end up paying a huge amount for CloudWatch because of this API call coming from the monitoring software. There are a few solutions. We've got an upcoming episode where we're going to talk to one of my customers about how they got rid of that cost with a whole new architecture. But even if you don't want to change things greatly, a simple call through to those companies and asking them to turn down the volume on that account. So instead of sampling the data every minute, to maybe sample it every quarter of an hour on the dev accounts. And generally they can tweak the configuration for you. It's not something it never used to be exposed through the APIs or through their consoles, but you can turn that data volume down and then, save a bit of money on the metadata about everything.
Simple, not even a technical solution, just to ask them to fetch the data less frequently.
There's a technical solution on their end. They need to make some changes.
Need to change a number from 1 to 15.